Hello, my name is Natalie Cooper, and I'm the head writer and creator of Hearts and Science, and I play Lila.
I'm Arup. I directed this, and I'm co-president of UTTV.
So right now you're watching the opening sequence, which is set to a song composed by Felix Arfin. Hi, Felix. I know you're watching. That's my face.
Jordan.
Yes. I guess I could talk a bit about the casting. Everyone who was cast was perfect for the role when they read for it, and we could not have found a better cast.
That shot is never used.
That shot is never used in the show, and that heart was my idea.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Fun facts about this scene. 1, it is shot in my aunt's condo. And 2...
Who's very nice, by the way. Your aunt is like the nicest person I've ever met.
And 2, it's shot entirely during the commercials of an episode of Glee.
Yeah, I had like exactly 120 seconds to set up everything and like do takes.
It was the Rocky Horror episode, and Connie, Nadine, and I did not want to miss any of it, so we were watching.
To my great frustration.
But it turned out well, I think. Fun fact about Nadine's character, she originally had a different name, but...
What was it?
Emily. All of the names in the original draft were really white, to put it bluntly, but once I had a more multicultural cast, I was able to rename them, so Emily became Miriam, and I like it much better.
Who is it? Who's who? Hello? Who's your date? Anyone I know? Miriam.
Anything
Come
to
on.
say?
You can tell
I regret not using more camera angles. Like if you can, there's only 2, and it sort of portrays Emily as a bit.
It's not Emily. Oh, and just so you know, that giant pencil was just something that Connie found in the condo and then sort of wanted to use.
Yeah. Oh, everyone loves this scene, the bed scene.
Okay, this is shot in one of the writers' apartments, actually. This is Jess's apartment. We're so sorry for what we did to your bed, Jess.
And her poor roommate was like trying to sleep the whole time that we were doing this.
Didn't you walk into her bedroom one time?
Not her bedroom, or it's the bathroom, I think. Just like changing.
So, that's Nick. Everyone say hi to Nick. Nick. Oh,
Hi,
fun
Nick.
fact, those are my boxers. Okay.
Yeah, the fact that you own a pair of Mario Nintendo boxers.
Okay, to all the women in the world,
Morning, sunshine.
pajamas are overrated. Wear boxers to bed. It's the best thing ever.
Listen, would you mind not telling anyone
Actually,
about
the
this?
character of Adam was much different in the first script, but when Nick came in to read, I sort of rewrote him a bit, and I really like him better this way. Nick was more of a frat boy type in the original script. No, I mean Adam is what I meant.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that
Nick
phone
is
number.
always
The phone number that was written, that was epic.
Yes, that was a fake phone number, but the 2260 is actually the end of every phone number in my family. There are a lot of subtle nods to myself in this episode.
I remember this scene used to have like 1950s porn music or something like that.
Yeah, I believe I described it as where 1930s porn movies and Pokemon cities come to me. So yeah, this is actually the first scene that Connie and Nick shot together, and I thought it went well. The fun fact about this scene is that we actually had like 2 places we wanted to shoot before the Innis Cafe, before we settled on Innis
We
Cafe.
got kicked out of one of them, and the other one, I think, it got dark.
It got dark, so it didn't pan out.
Incredible. Man, I'm pretty sure they gave out condoms as people walked in.
Oh, the handshake's gonna come.
Oh, the handshake. The handshake of legend. It actually, how many takes, how long did they take to come up with
They were just like, oh, that's the stupidest thing. I was like, no, it looks really good on film. And then they spent 10 minutes designing this perfect handshake, which you'll see.
You can see in the bloopers one of their
Attempts.
So yeah, this is the first time we meet the character of Owen and the characters of John and Rob. Now, which one's John and which one's Rob? Only Hamed and Aiden know.
Yeah, that's true. I have no... I
I
think
know.
Hamed is Rob.
Yes,
I have
that's
a
true.
theory.
Now, the first time, fun fact, the first time my mother saw Jordan on the screen, she said 2 things. 1, he's very cute, and 2, he should be taller.
Oh, yeah?
So, in case anyone's worried about the height of Jordan,
Yeah.
he's working on it.
Yeah, we have like a torture rack in place.
Yeah,
It was all
we're
right.
working on it.
And she gave me her number.
Oh, there it is. I actually ended up loving that. I kind of hated it the night of because I was so frustrated because I
Yeah.
couldn't film anymore. But
Everyone really likes that.
I love John and Rob. They're like my favorite characters to write for, at least. They're really fun to write for. Alright, now what you may or may not know is it's really, really cold out during this scene, and we wanted to film as quickly as possible because Arup made us do it 3,000 times, and then the battery died, so Devin and I are actually half miserable and half insane while filming this.
Yeah, but it doesn't show, so that's...
And if you notice, I'm actually wearing a different shirt in this scene.
Also,
you can see
if
the
you
little
look
bit
at
of
the
blue
benches
picking
very
out.
carefully, there's nobody actually
Right.
on the benches.
Yeah. At that point, Connie and Nick had gone inside, just given up because of the cold. So yeah, the character of Dylan is actually influenced by my real-life best friend, one of my real-life best friends, who is awesome. And obviously the character of Lila was influenced by myself.
Yeah. Much of this is exactly how Natalie's life is in real life.
Except I'm less bitter and not diabetic. But the diabetic aspect of Lila's character was actually influenced by my cousin who's diabetic.
Oh look, they're about to get mad at each other.
Yes, they are. And she will actually be coming up in a future episode, so look forward to that. One of the shots, I accidentally pushed Devin into the bench and kind of hurt him.
Yeah.
Okay, this part is entirely improvised, and it's just me saying everything that frustrates me about Robarts, which I think is like one of those dungeons in video games that like suck out your life points as you walk through.
Yeah, that's true. You can see like Lila's HP visibly decreasing
Yeah.
with time. There are the most random books on this shelf.
I know, this is not the Shakespeare section, people.
There's like Czech literature at some point.
I think Chinese American literature is next to cowboy poets, so really the Library of Congress system does not make sense.
Does Robarts actually use Library of Congress?
Yes, it does. That's why I said it. So yeah, this meeting will become very important, for not only for this episode, but not for future episodes, because the character of Lila is not used to receiving any sort of attention from the opposite sex, so this is a big deal for her. And they have wonderfully matching glasses.
Editing this was really, really annoying because for some reason over there I chose to have like cameras on both sides at the same time, and like it was covered by their bodies. And as a result, sometimes like while editing I could see like the other camera from like say this shot, and it was extremely tedious.
Yeah, try being an actor and being told not to move. That's a little difficult, but I think we managed it well.
If you look very carefully, you can see a tripod, but
At some point.
I won't tell you where.
Oh, there should be the songs coming up. The song is here, right?
Yeah, I think it starts right now.
Wait, who wrote that song?
It was John Meckick who wrote it.
It's a great song. I really like it.
It's amazing. We have some really talented like musicians on our
Yeah,
team.
totally. We don't deserve them.
Daniel Takahashi, Felix, and John.
Oh, fun fact, that is not a copy of Richard III. That is a Spanish book, okay? Okay, just thought I'd point that out. And I just walked into my own stuff.
And you mentioned that too, but
Yeah.
you have to listen very closely.
You have to listen very closely. You can hear me going, ouch.
Also, the beginning of this conversation was also heard in scene like 5.
You actually heard the beginning of the conversation. That wasn't supposed to happen, but I like it.
I'm already considering packing up all my
So yes, as you can see, the character of Adam is very, very internally tormented by what he has done the night before.
And on the weekend, I had that inevitable talk with my
And
parents, where my dad
lots of
has
people
to
say,
ask,
you know, why is Anna so peppy and bubbly? Well, I can assure you that that is definitely a direction I gave Connie because of something that will come up later.
Yeah, I mean, they
So
just
look
don't
forward
see
to that.
how hard I
Secrets.
work. I'm up all night.
Secrets for the future.
Yeah, secrets for the future. See, now you, viewer, will know things that other people don't.
What? No, I mean,
Oh,
there
look
was
at him
no
chickening out.
something, but, see,
I love Nick.
thing
He's so
is-
sweet.
Spit it out.
Nick, if you're watching, I meant that in a platonic way. They're so good together. Okay,
was
fun
very
fact.
artistic.
This is the first shot we ever shot. And in the first shot of this shot, how many times did I just say shot? I choked myself with taking off my scarf, which is why Lila walks in not wearing a jacket. And I also saw Will I Am while we were
Oh
shooting
yeah,
this.
we saw Will I Am.
It wasn't actually
We
Will
saw
I
him
Am.
once, but he never
You know what? The fact is that it looked just like will.i.am. So when I ran in and I was supposed to say Dylan, I go, oh my god, I just saw will.i.am. So if you notice that Devin is close to laughing at some point, it's because of that. Oh, is this Raish's song? From
Yeah, Raish is like.
I love it. It's actually called.
Also, that girl in the background is not an extra.
Yeah, she's just gonna be famous after this. I think Felix wrote this one too, right?
Yeah.
I love it. It's called Miss Slut, which I find hilarious. Okay, something I forgot to add about this scene. It was too loud in Sammy's for anyone to hear the audio, so I guess you can tell, but we dubbed it over afterwards, which was one of the single most difficult things ever. Because Devin and I are both speaking very quickly.
Yeah. Also, the lighting is a lot better now because, see that window? Rudy's actually standing outside that window with an umbrella.
Ruti is my best friend, and we love her. She's one of the assistant directors.
There's
okay, this scene,
playing here.
Yeah, this scene was not in the original script. It's something Arup came up with on his own, and we shot it during exam time, and everyone was staring at me, and I didn't offer an explanation.
Also, a security guard kicked us out when shooting the close-ups for this.
That is true, and it's entirely Arup's fault. Oh, snap.
It's true.
So, this leads to the biggest question of the show. Is Owen gay? Time will tell.
It's pretty,
like, devastating.
Yeah.
I would say. I think I got the sad face. Sad face is sad. Alright. That went well, I think. And look, we can count how many times my name comes up in the credits.
Yeah, that's
2.
Can you come here for a sec? Oh, this is
3.
the outtake.
Oh yeah, this is one of the times where we were just going insane. We had many silly walks. Oh, I think it was
their attempt at the handshake.
5. Oh, 6.
Alright, that was Hearts and Science.
Great. Byes. Oh, I like this part. I love the UTTV logo. I like where it goes. Shoo.
I like this part.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Should I press a button?
No.